Hey there! Welcome back to another thrilling episode of our anatomy adventures. Are you ready to learn something new and exciting today? Last time, we explored the fascinating bones of the upper and lower limbs. Today, we're diving into one of the key bones of the upper limb, the scapula, or as it's more commonly known, the shoulder blade. This bone is essential for so many movements and activities we do every day, so let's take a closer look at its captivating features. The scapula is a flat, triangular bone located on each side of the upper back. Its unique shape and strategic position allow it to play a crucial role in the movement and stability of the shoulder joint. Imagine the scapula as a superhero shield, protecting and supporting our shoulders while allowing for an incredible range of motion. One of the coolest things about the scapula is its ability to glide along the ribcage, thanks to the surrounding muscles and connective tissues. This sliding motion is what enables us to perform actions like reaching, lifting, and throwing. Think of an archer drawing back their bow. It's the scapula that helps them achieve that perfect aim. The scapula consists of several anatomical parts. Acromion, body, coracoid, process, head, and neck. At the top of the scapula, you'll find the acromion process, an anterior projection from the lateral end of the scapula's spine that forms the highest point of the shoulder. This bony prominence serves as an insertion point for the trapezius muscle and an origin point for the deltoid muscle, and helps form the acromioclavicular AC joint by connecting with the clavicle or collarbone. The body of the scapula is the large, flat, triangular central portion. It provides a broad surface for the attachment of various muscles that are involved in the movement of the shoulder and upper arm. The body is divided into two regions by the spine of the scapula, the supraspinous fossa and the infraspinous fossa. The spine of the scapula is highlighted in green, as you can see. It runs horizontally across the back of the scapula, dividing it into two regions. The infraspinous fossa, which serves as an attachment point for the infraspinatus muscle. And the supraspinous fossa, which serves as an attachment point for the supraspinatus muscle. Situated on the anterior surface of the scapula is the subscapular fossa. It occupies the entire costal rib-facing surface of the bone. The subscapular fossa is a large, slightly concave depression that provides a broad surface for muscle attachment. Its curvature conforms to the shape of the thoracic ribcage. The primary function of the subscapular fossa is to serve as the origin site for the subscapularis muscle. The infraspinatus, supraspinatus, and subscapularis muscles are part of the rotator cuff group, which is essential for shoulder stability and mobility. These muscles work together to stabilize the shoulder joint, allowing for smooth and controlled movements during activities such as lifting, throwing, and reaching. We'll learn more about these muscles in another video. Now, let's delve into the marvels of the coracoid process. This hook-like projection juts out from the anterior side of the scapula, right near the shoulder joint, like a tiny anchor. The coracoid process isn't just any bony prominence, it's a crucial attachment point for several key muscles. These muscles include the pectoralis minor, which helps move your shoulder forward and downward. The coracobrachialis, which aids in arm flexion and adduction. And the short head of the biceps brachii, which plays a pivotal role in flexing the elbow. This little coracoid process projection contributes to the overall stability of the shoulder joint, ensuring everything stays in place while you lift, throw, and reach for the stars. Next, let's explore the head of the scapula. This part of the scapula includes the glenoid cavity, a shallow socket that articulates with the head of the humerus to form the glenohumeral shoulder joint. This joint allows for a wide range of arm movements. Additionally, the labrum, a ring of cartilage, surrounds the glenoid cavity, adding depth and stability to the joint. And finally, the neck of the scapula is the slightly constricted region that connects the glenoid cavity head to the body of the scapula. It helps in the transition between the head and the main body, contributing to the overall structure and functionality of the scapula. The scapula has several other fascinating anatomical landmarks. Let's dive in and explore them further. This is the acromial angle, which is the blunt, subcutaneous area of the scapula where the lateral border of acromion becomes continuous with the crest of the spine of the scapula. And this is the clavicular facet, the small oval, supromedially facing, articular area found on the medial aspect of the acromion, close to its tip. It articulates with the acromial facet of the clavicle, forming the acromioclavicular joint. This is the glenoid fossa or glenoid cavity that we mentioned earlier. It articulates with the head of the humerus, forming the glenohumeral or shoulder joint. Its margin is covered with a fibrocartilaginous glenoid labrum, which deepens the concavity of the glenoid fossa, thereby improving the stability of the glenohumeral joint. Here we are with the spinoglenoid notch, also known as inferior scapular notch or notch of scapular spine, which is the indentation formed between the neck of the scapula and the lateral border of its spine. It serves as a point of communication between the supraspinous and infraspinous fossae and provides a passage for the suprascapular nerve and vessels to travel between these two fossae. And last but not least, the supraglenoid tubercle, also known as supraglenoid tuberosity, which is the small, rough prominence found along the superior portion of the head of the scapula. It is located superior to the glenoid fossa and provides an origin site for the long head of biceps brachii muscle. And that's a wrap for today's adventure into the world of the scapula. I hope you learned something new and fascinating. It took a lot of time and effort to create and edit these videos, so if you find my content helpful, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Your support means the world to me, and it helps me continue bringing you awesome anatomy insights. Until next time, stay curious, and keep exploring.